Oh, for the love of God. This PCB came in for data recovery. This is an iPhone 6S, and it came in with the Tigris IC, sort of like wonky, dropped on the board without any balls under it. It was also drawing 50 milliamps and not booting, so it could absolutely be a problem down here with Tigris. And as I replaced Tigris, I noticed that I was getting like solder smeared on my fingers and it was wiping around like some sort of adhesive, which means that we got some low melt. Now, I had noticed these little balls and stuff down in here, but nothing really that's going to cause any major problems. But whenever I noticed that I had solder wiping all over my hands, I realized that this board had low melt smeared all over it. And I noticed that as I was moving it, I was getting it like on the tabletop, and I'm going, oh, for fuck's sake. And then I come up here to the top side, and what I had at first glance thought was like, you know, crud or stuff from out from under the shield is actually solder paste. Dear God, man, we have got solder paste all over this board. And I'm willing to bet if I get in here and I start checking between some of these caps and stuff, I'm going to wind up finding connections, because this stuff, it's all the way fucking hell. It is all the way out here around the camera connector. Can I make this any more clearer? Like, I'm going to, against my better judgment, I'm actually going to try to recover this. I'm not going to do it on video because, well, because there's a significant chance that this is just going to waste up a bunch of time. But if it turns into anything significant, I might post a follow-up video. But yeah, here you go. Here's my life. How about that connector, eh? See, this was checked in as a liquid damage data recovery. I didn't label it as prior attempt. The customer may or may not have told me this was a prior attempt. This was a prior attempt with the worst kind of low melt there is. I mean, this stuff was just staying molten in my fingers. You know, maybe this isn't all low melt, because if this was the low melt, this stuff over here would not be beads, because I heated this board up to the point of replacing Tigris. So if this was the low melt, then we wouldn't have solder beads ever. I don't know what it does. Oh, look at that stuff just smeary smudging. I'm going to see what the... For fuck's sake, it is under the connectors. I really should send this back as a no fix. Did this customer say anything about this? Let's see. Solder paste under the connectors. Like, okay, the phone got wet and won't power up. Wasn't backed up, so hoping you can recover data and return the device to me as it was an insurance claim, and they will want the old one back. So, no, absolutely not. Absolutely no mentioning of any prior attempts. The phone got wet and now it don't have an image on the screen. Yeah? How about that? I want to know which one of you shops dumped solder paste all over this board. No.